Snow, and welcome back to iHollywood TV. We're now 24 and star of the reality TV show I Am Shauna Rae. She is cancer-free, but she still lives with the effects of cancer every day. Reality star Shauna Rae joins us along with Dr. James Klosky, the Director of Psychology at the Aflac Cancer and Blood Disorder Center of Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, to discuss the emotional impact of pediatric cancer during National Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. Welcome Shauna Rae and Dr. Klosky to the show this morning. Hi, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Klosky, and so nice to have you back on the show, Shauna. You look fabulous.
Thank you. It's nice to be back.
Now, let's start off with you, Shauna. So you have a very interesting story. How has cancer impacted your life both physically and emotionally?
Cancer affected my life physically almost right out of the gate. Being born with a brain tumor, that's physical. Being later diagnosed with dwarfism was another physical toll. But what was really overshadowed was the emotional, social, and mental toll that comes with it, and all of my feelings that came with that.
Now, Shauna, why is it hard for people to actually, understand what a child dealing with cancer, is feeling? And, what was it like personally for you?
I think it can be really difficult to understand what a child with cancer is feeling because you aren't going through it. You don't know the physical impact. You don't know how they're doing emotionally. You don't know how they're doing socially. You don't know how they're doing mentally. And the family can try to relate as much as possible, but until you go through it, you really don't understand it, which is why the My Special Aflac duck is so important. It being a robotic duck that you can use emotion cue cards to tell the duck how to feel and relate to the child, provides that less lonely feeling.
What the duck? Oh my goodness, I love that cute little duck, Shauna.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
He is.
Now, Dr. Klosky, let's come to you. What are the biggest challenges, these kids and their families face on a daily basis?
Well, fortunately, the majority of children and adolescents who are diagnosed and treated for cancer will survive well into adulthood. But survivorship comes at a cost. As they age, over 95% of survivors will experience at least one chronic health condition, with over 80% experiencing late effects that are serious, disabling, or life-threatening in nature. These conditions can be visible or invisible and express at different times. That's why I love working for a company like the Aflac Cancer and Blood Disorder Center that understands the need for treating the whole child across their lifespan. So we're talking from diagnosis through active treatment into cancer survivorship. These kids will always be part of the Aflac family, and we're so fortunate to be working for an organization that understands that.
Oh, I love that. That is great. Now, coming back to you, Shauna, how important is it to you and other survivors that the community is involved with issues like this?
I think it's extremely important that the community, whether they be impacted by cancer or not, to be involved with the cancer community, because that lonely feeling I mentioned earlier would happen less often, and the community would have more empathy, and there'd be more of a rehabilitative kind of action towards helping these survivors go back to their everyday lives.
Now, Shauna, as you still have some of the effects of cancer, as we're talking about this topic, what do you really want your fans to know about your health today? And, why is talking about this topic so important to you personally?
I think this topic is overall one of the most important topics I've ever spoken about, because it's my everyday life. I live with the effects of cancer for the rest of my life. From the day I was born to the day I die, I will have the effects of cancer. And it's so important for my fan base and anyone watching this to know that I am a survivor. I'm resilient, I've gone through a battle, and the battle isn't over.
Well, Shauna, I must tell you, I loved the first 2 seasons of I Am Shauna Rae on TLC. What a great reality series it was. And, we were all welcomed into your personal life and your families as well. But a lot of fans are probably wondering, and I'm going to ask the question, can we expect to see a 3rd season on TLC? What can you tell us about that this morning?
As per a new season of I Am Shauna Rae, there is so much in the works, and there's so much going on. But overall, I'm really just welcoming the idea of raising awareness and working with Aflac and raising that awareness about the mental, social, and emotional toll besides just the physical toll that cancer can have. I think building awareness, building a positive community is extremely important for everyone.
Well, good for you, Shauna. It's so nice to see someone like you that has a high social media following to use your platform to promote something that's near and dear to your heart. So good for you. Now, Dr. Klosky, coming to you, last question. What advice would you want to give to parents who might want to talk to their kids about a friend, family member, or classmate, as kids are back in school now, who is going through cancer treatment? What should the parents tell them?
Well, I think that probably my strongest advice would be to really lead with kindness. That there's no question that the cancer diagnosis and treatment process can be traumatic. But many of our survivors also report things like post-traumatic growth and resiliency as a result of treatment. Promoting ideals such as tolerance, inclusion, acceptance help survivors to best integrate with their communities after cancer treatment and resume their lives with as little disruption as possible.
Now tell us, where should we go for more information, guys, on all that we've discussed this morning?
For more information, you can go to aflac.com/bridge-to-brighter.
Well, we'll have that website appearing below. Shauna Rae and Dr. Klosky, thank you so much for the great conversation. So nice to see you once again, Shauna Rae. You look great, and nice to meet you, Dr. Klosky. Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Take care, guys. Have a great day.
You too.